to the Outside Manual weekly armchair expert recap of the NRL round. Really exciting week of footy. Before we get into it, please hit a like, hit a share it with your friends. You never know who wants to watch it, so get it out there. And but great week of footy, guys. How was your weekend?
Yeah, good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Great weekend.
Got the 2 points.
Got 2 points?
Yeah, I got 2 points.
How'd you go?
Titans got 2 points.
Sharky's got 2 points.
You get 2 points.
You get 2 points. Everyone gets 2 points
We're all
except
winners.
for the Tigers.
Yeah, what happened there?
I don't know.
Got wrecked. Their little glimmer of hope is all but been snuffed out.
Bang.
Sharks have just started their run to the finals.
Started their run and...
Is that where they beat every team outside the top 4?
No, top 8, because that's all. That's all they're versing.
we beat the Roosters, Jed.
Oh, okay, yeah. Was that when we were outside the
We
top 4
beat the
though?
Roosters. We've beaten everyone. We've beaten everyone but the Panthers. We'll put that out there.
Big
We've beaten the
weekend of
Storm.
footy.
Yeah.
Callan's back for another
Callan's
week.
back.
Thanks for having me,
Welcome.
guys. Yep, must have done something right.
Yeah, is that a good thing he's back?
Well, we got more views.
Let's
last
ask our
week
subscribers.
than we did the week before. We picked up a sub as well. Back up to 37. We're on the road.
Woo.
So if you don't know, if you haven't been following along, we're chasing 100 subscriptions.
Chasing them.
For this year. That's our goal. If we get to 100, we're going to do something.
We're going to give something away.
We'll do a shirt. I'll get a shirt printed.
Yeah.
It could be you.
I reckon.
You could be the lucky one.
I'll have a barbecue at their place.
Oh, okay, yep.
Their shout, but I'll eat it.
Well,
That's a good deal.
funny you talk about barbecues. Did any of you guys see the Matty Johns show on Sunday night?
Yes, I did.
They they interviewed Luke Brooks, and they're like, "So the Tigers gave you a barbecue if you used it?" He's like, "No." And then I think it was Fletcher's like, "What, are you afraid because it came from the Tigers it wouldn't work?" And he's just like deer in the headlights. He's like, I don't know what I'm allowed to say here. But use your barbecue.
Yeah.
Far
Yeah,
out.
why haven't you used it?
Barbie.
Maybe.
Although, I haven't used mine much
Yeah.
recently.
I don't have one. Do you have a barbecue?
Yeah, I got a Weber.
Ooh,
Okay.
Use it consistently.
Yeah.
little subtle.
Oh,
That's a big
Webbies.
word.
Oh, not
Yeah.
sponsored.
Not sponsored.
So, not
Tonight's
sponsored
episode-
unless
If you're watching,
It's our new segment, Jay.
it's a new segment.
We were talking
Send
over the
us a
weekend.
barbecue.
This podcast is not sponsored by Weber.
No.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So the first game,
First game.
off the ranks
Let's go.
was Dolphin v Rabbits. What do you think, Jed?
Dolphins played well, I thought.
Yep.
I thought the Rabbitohs played pretty good too.
It was a good quality game, I thought. Yeah.
Great.
I'll say Tavita Pangai was the difference. Did
Yeah.
you see
He
his
was a
runs at the
beast.
start?
Yeah.
He was,
Yeah.
You could tell Wayne had put the cracker up him and gave him a mission, and he did. He did a great job, Tavita. Scored
got
a
that
try,
try,
got a
yeah.
meaty.
Yeah.
They've got such a hard run coming up. They've got everyone. They've got the Panthers, they've got Storm, they've got Roosters, they've got...
They'll do their best to stay in the 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think that with this loss, it almost puts the Rabbits out of making it to the top 8 now?
Makes it really hard.
Yeah.
I think they got to win 7.
Because they are a different team without Latrell. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Murray.
and Cam
Murray's
Murray,
a big-
yeah.
They won't make
deal.
the 8 this year.
They have to win just about every game. But just like the Broncos, there's a lot of teams in that mix. The Dolphins and the Bulldogs play each other twice.
Yeah.
The Cowboys play both the Dolphins and the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Those teams are all playing each other. So if they go on a run, they very well could sneak in above some of those teams.
Yeah.
I've been studying the draw quite
Yeah,
intensely.
yeah, you've done your research.
I have, for super coach reasons.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And
See, I just rock up here and I just go with the flow.
Yeah. And you're good at that.
Yeah.
You're good at what you do. No, I do. I'm a big fan of footy. I love it.
Love footy.
Yeah, I love footy
It's
too.
on all the time at our place.
All the time.
Yeah.
If there is a game on, it is on at our place.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kids love it. Dog loves it.
Chances are, if you're watching this at home, you love it too.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
So much love.
For the people, by the people.
So Jermaine, 6 from 6.
Jermaine.
Cody Walker, I
game
think he's
difference,
lost
really.
his kicking rights.
Yeah, they were
Barney Milne
both.
had a shocker.
They were both bad.
Yeah, so there was a couple there. It was.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between winning and losing.
It's a big.
Yeah.
It's a big
Goal
thing.
kicking.
Well,
When you
that's-
don't have a backup kicker, that's a big problem. And
Well, that was exactly the difference. 8 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How good's Trey Fuller?
Trey Fuller is amazing.
Yeah.
I think.
And he's only a little bloke too. Like there
Yeah.
was when one of that try that he scored, the centre and the winger came up and congratulated him. They were like a good foot and a half.
So
taller
with
than
you and Aiken out, do you reckon they'll put Hammer in the centres and keep Fuller at fullback?
No, I think
No.
I think Hammer goes back to. Oh, no.
Who goes in the centre then?
I think
they've got
Hammer's
Tessie-
pretty well locked
Tessie
in
New.
at fullback. Like
Yeah.
they probably gave him that position. When come to the Dolphins, we'll make you fullback. It was probably part of the deal. So
Tessie New, I think, will be
Yeah,
back.
okay.
So, and Wayne seems to like Tessie.
Yeah, I don't know why.
No.
So where does Fuller go then?
I think he'll end up at another club.
Yeah.
He might even follow Wayne to the Bunnies.
Ooh,
Back
hot
up
take.
with Trell.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
does Trell play fullback or does he play centre
Well,
Trell
he's
plays
probably.
So which side was Wayne coaching on Thursday night?
under Wayne?
He was coaching the Dolphins because they won.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just another quick little stat. Alex Johnson hit 193 tries.
Wow.
Yeah.
He is 19 away from Ken Irvine.
Yeah, well.
So he won't get it this season, maybe. But next season, he could become the greatest try scorer ever.
He is a great
Yeah.
try scorer.
That's incredible.
He is so
He
good.
just,
Cam
he just
won
makes
it
them
in a lot
happen there.
less
Like the one he scored on the weekend, he
He did it.
broke through like 3 missed tackles
Yeah.
to score that try.
Yeah.
So
He's also benefited from a very lethal left edge. Lethal.
Yeah.
That's not a word.
Lethal.
Lethal.
Is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Left
right.
edge.
You're right.
I can't say
I
that.
got rid. Yeah.
On to the next game.
Oh,
Sharks versus
game of the
Tigers.
round. Up, Cronulla. Ronaldo scored his first hat-trick. He has never scored a hat-trick. He overtook, we're talking about records, he overtook Matt Rogers. So I think he's the 4th highest try scorer for the Sharks. He's behind Steve Rogers now. And
Captain America.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Look, I turned off after about 15 minutes,
Oh,
if
did
I'm
you?
honest.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved the whole game.
Jason, as a Sharks fan, I'm sure you've got 2 perspectives. Number one is it's good to get back in the winner's circle. That's probably your first perspective.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second of all, though, can you take much away from beating the Tigers right now?
I can take away how we played the first 10 minutes. We have let 2 tries into every team, every game this season in the first 10 minutes.
You let one in.
And
That's better. I'll give you that.
just there, yeah. that one, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, but our forwards played well.
Are you confident against a top 4 team or a top 6 team with that performance? Because you're without Nico for 6 weeks, so.
Yeah. No, I was confident in the way we came. We can score points. We beat Storm without Nico. As good as Nico is, I really love him. He isn't playing well, and I think Trindle and Atkins are playing better.
Yeah, it'd be
Trindle had a great game.
As a duo. Talking about, so he's our backup goal kicker and he comes out and kicks 9 from 10.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a backup kicker, you're in trouble, and Trindle stood up.
Well, it'd be interesting
Yeah.
to see when Nico comes back. See what, because it'll
Chuck
be right
him
on the
at fullback.
cusp. It'll
Put
be
him
right
in
on,
a fullback.
right on the cusp of finals.
So, big news. Or did you want to say something first?
I was just going to ask you, did you see that thing that I tagged you in this afternoon?
I did, and it was rubbish.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, okay.
Cool. Anyway,
Moving right along.
So basically, they were talking on the radio about bringing in when Fanua Blake comes to the team,
Yeah.
and do the Sharks really need him with the amount of talent that they've already got in the
Yeah,
forwards?
I think Fanua Blake's just another level.
Yeah.
I think anybody would be crazy not to want Fanua Blake.
I heard whispers, and this is not an exclusive because I don't know if it's true or not, and Nico's been looking at North Queensland
Yeah.
Ooh.
because Chad's on his way out. We got too much depth. I personally wouldn't want it because we've got young guys Tom Duffy's in under 19s and killing it at the moment, and there's Jake Clifford. So we've got too much depth up there, but apparently
he's signed for another 4 years. So I know it doesn't mean much.
Contracts
these days,
don't mean
but-
anything these days.
But yeah, I
Tell you what,
I think Fanua Blake's a great signing,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and he's only going to play a couple of years anyway.
You know what? I know what the Tigers need to do. I know one thing that the Tigers need to do that will help them is not get sin binned.
Yeah.
The most sin
14
bin team
this year.
Yeah.
I think that one, Appy's sin binning,
Appy's was
pretty
not.
rubbish.
That was not a sin bin. Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't at all.
Yeah.
He was totally square.
Yeah,
he was square.
actually. He
His
leant,
feet were totally square.
He leant, but he was still square.
Yeah.
And why can't you challenge that?
Ronaldo
I know.
wasn't. Ronaldo wasn't square,
Yeah, because he sort of
but he picked it
went,
up.
He
so,
went left as well.
so that.
But
yeah.
why can't you challenge that? Anyway,
Yeah.
we talked about the rest last
Judgment.
week.
Well, they said it's judgment call. So you can't argue a judgment call. But one big thing that happened in this game, Will Kennedy got taken out by the ref.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
So
exactly how
Will
it happens.
Kennedy is running up in support, and the ref has, with his back turned to him, stepped across in front of Will Kennedy.
That's a professional foul. Sin bin the ref.
if that's a bomb and you chase them through, that's a penalty at the least. But they want to protect the refs from accidental running into them, which I don't know how you protect from accidents. So he's been given a week, which is I think crazy. I really I've watched it a few times and checked my my facts. That he has stepped into him from a stop position. So there wasn't much he could do going that fast.
You know why he got a game as well? There's a precedent set with Jerome Hughes and the Melbourne Storm. Jerome barely touched the ref and got a week for it. He pleaded guilty, just took it. Now they had a precedent to ban Kennedy.
Well, it's not like they're going out intentionally trying to take out the refs.
Clearly he wasn't.
You know, like...
He was running in support to score a try. He doesn't want to get knocked over at that point.
Yeah, he was going to score.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Possibly. Yeah.
The
just another statement from the NRL, a statement issued.
So they've said we need to protect our referees and we need to protect them in lower games. We don't want kids knocking over refs. Well, if we can't work out the difference on that, like I've got a kid in under 11s, you coach under 10s. If we can't work that out, there's something wrong with society.
Yeah.
Like we can tell the difference between an NRL game and accidental touch of the ref and yeah. But anyway, that aside, so I don't know. He's playing fullback for the Sharks the week we're playing. But anyway, we're out of troops. Our backup, Kate Dykes is injured. Nico's injured. We don't have a backup fullback, so
put Hazelton there.
We should play Hazelton there.
Try
I'm going to
scoring
send Fitzy a message.
Text him. Get on Insta.
The game that I tipped wrong. I would have got a full round, except for I thought the Eels would win. The Titans came out, played well against the Eels, and Des Hasler in the press conference said it's really pleasing that we can compare wins. That's what he said. He's saying no longer is it, we just won, but we can compare that, this win against this win. And he's like, that's a really pleasing thing.
I do have to say, the first half, the Titans did get the rub of the calls. Okay. But in the second half, the Eels got every single call, all the 6 agains. And since last week, I think, was it Callan that said that the refs can find, in every play the ball, they can find a 6 again?
Yeah.
And ever since then, all this last weekend, I've been watching every game, and every time there's a 6 again, I'm thinking, is it legit? Or did he just call a 6 again because he wants to...
Yeah.
Is it a conscious or unconscious bias?
And how often in the second half is it the team that's losing?
To bring him back in again?
Like, very often, the team that's losing gets many 6 agains in the second half.
Because, like I said last week, if they have lopsided penalty counts or 6 again counts, that's when people can go, look, you favoured one team, and so
unless
that's why
it's
they
the
leveled up.
Raiders, like
So thanks, Callan. You've ruined rugby league.
Sorry. Sorry about that.
No, it was a great game.
Yeah, Titans were the better
Pereira.
team, I thought.
Yeah, Pereira was outstanding. Sami was great.
Campbell
Jaden
did
Campbell
great,
was
come
awesome.
back, yeah.
AJ was great. They took him off at about 60 minutes or so. And,
He threw an
Kenny
intercept,
came on.
didn't he?
Did he?
Did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he threw an intercept pass or
Oh, I didn't see that.
like it was like he tried to like pass it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
He
and-
passed it straight to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's was getting tackled and he's turned around and he's gone like that.
Yeah.
And then I forget which Eels it was, jumped up like that and grabbed
Yeah,
the ball.
grabbed
And I'm like, no! And it was like the first tackle.
Yeah,
It was just
first
like,
tackle.
Just hold the ball!
hold it.
you
Shout
go.
out to Lorenzo Mulatalo, had his debut for the Eels, and he was pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had some good runs, a few tackle breaks there, so he did well.
Yeah.
I thought Dylan Brown played all right too.
Yeah, Dylan was good.
He did
Yeah.
pretty
He's
well.
trying
there.
at least.
so-
Eels are so bad this year.
Yeah, they're so bad.
Who
Oi.
saw this? Like, we all talk about the Rabbits.
Well, we were
the
gonna,
Eels were in the grand final 2 years ago.
I'll pull up the ladders that we did at the start of the year.
Yeah, Shane, because
Yeah.
you pull it up
We'll
for
do
the
that
other
during the,
year, because I picked him 14th 2
Eels,
years ago.
I'm
Yeah.
sure I had them in the top 8.
And I didn't have him anywhere near
I know.
there, but-
What we'll do during the ad break, I'll pull up the ladders and we'll have a look and see where
Yeah.
we're at.
And once again, we spoke about it a couple of weeks ago, but now we know that the coach is going to be Jason Riles for the Eels. He doesn't have an easy job coming in because everyone expects the Eels to do well next year, even though they're going to be second, third last. And they're going to expect them to be a top 4 team. He's not going to be able to just come in and make that happen.
So considering that he turned down the Dragons job, did he make the right choice, Jason Riles?
I think this is a great opportunity
Yeah.
because they're a big club. And they've got some good players, but
Yeah.
I just don't think it's going to be a 12-month turnaround. I
Yeah.
think he's going to struggle
Yep.
first year.
And just because you've been in really good systems with the Roosters and Storm doesn't mean that,
Well, look what happened to Serrato.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he had to get rid of most of the roster
Yeah.
to get this team he's got now, and then there are obviously some problems because the guys didn't want to wrestle.
One guy.
Yeah, one guy.
All right, on to the next one. Broncos versus Dragons.
I tipped the Dragons.
I tipped
Up
the
the mighty
Dragons.
Saints.
I don't tip against the Dragons anymore.
I should have listened
until
to you.
they play the Sharks. The Dragons in this first half, that was such a good half of footy.
Yeah.
They played
they were
very
amazing.
well. Their power game. Obviously, they didn't have a lot of skill out
must say-
there, so they went power. And
Their winger, that Christian Tupanu, whatever.
Tuipulotu.
He was powerful.
so him, Ravalawa,
Yeah.
Sully,
Yeah.
and who was the other guy? They were bigger than the front rowers.
I know.
I saw them in the huddle. The outside backs were bigger than the forwards.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is a tank of a team, and they are.
Just like with the penalty count. So the Dragons were leading at I think it was 6 penalties to 0 at half time.
Yeah.
And then the Broncos ended up winning the penalty count 7-6 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if that's not a clear example of trying to get the ponies back into a game,
I think I don't disagree. I did send the boys a message 20 minutes in and said, does this ref not know about penalty Broncos? What's going on? Because it was so lopsided towards the Dragons.
and then literally next second.
Then they got a penalty. I'm like, he's not going to have a job next week if he doesn't even it up.
Yeah.
But the Dragons did make a lot of errors. And they did actually do quite a few things that were penalised correctly. And that's the problem with 6 against too, is that once there's a momentum, it's so hard to get it back. And like Callan said, once you just start doing 6 against for some reason, you can always find one.
Yeah. Did anyone see that try that the Dragons scored in the second half? Did he ever actually get the ball down?
No,
he didn't. That shouldn't have been sent up a try. Yeah, the frustrating thing about that is he's like they will only award a try if they've seen the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
So, and there were two instances there where it went up ref's call, or the ref said this, and they had insufficient evidence to overturn when both calls probably should have been overturned. I can't remember what the first one was.
Yeah.
I remember sitting there going, "Oh, if that got sent up the other way, that would have been."
There was one in the corner where like he sort of like rolled over,
Yeah.
and I thought that one was a try, but then the next one I thought wasn't a try.
No, so the one in the corner, I actually think he got that right, but the other one. When he first went under there, look, to be honest, when I first saw the game like happening live, I thought he scored that for sure. And then they started checking. I'm like, oh, hang on a minute here. And the more I looked at it, the more I was like, he hasn't got that down. And then insufficient evidence turned up. So
I don't think the bunker could have overthrew it because
there was still insufficient evidence.
Yeah.
But my thing was kind of like, maybe I think the ref made a bit of a blunder sending that up as a try.
Yeah. Yeah.
He obviously didn't see the ball hit the ground.
But I still think, but I also think live, I went, oh, that's a try.
I think if we didn't have a bunker and no one saw a replay to that, everyone could have looked at that and said, yeah, that was a try.
Yeah. So do you think that we need to go back to the old technique where the video referee just takes it to the bunker or to the video ref, and then they make a decision instead of making a live on call decision?
No, because you know why? Because there are some instances where the ref doesn't see what's happening and they need something to fall back on, which is the referee's call.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like there's some decisions that require the bunker to go, we don't have an angle that's going to tell us yes or no, so we need you to make a decision.
Yeah. But remember how it used to like come back and it used to just say ref's call on the big screen, and then the referee would make a call.
But then the ref's still guessing.
Yeah, that's
so that's just
like the bunker is.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Same thing, but
I still wholeheartedly believe all replays should be in normal speed.
Yeah.
I still think that.
It does change
I don't think we should slow it down to try and take it off.
Did anyone count how many bombs Tristan dropped?
17?
17 bombs.
Yeah, he is not a first
He's
grade
out
player.
of form.
He's well out of form.
When he came in, he was amazing.
Yeah, he was.
I was like, this is a very good player. But
He's awesome. He was awesome.
Yeah, he
but
was.
that's when Adam Reynolds was playing too.
Yeah.
Sloane had a great game. I thought his kick returns were great.
Yeah.
His defence on his line was so bad.
The defence was pretty average.
Yeah.
So he's
the attacking was great.
I feel like he's in the same boat as Will Kennedy. I feel like he's doing just enough in attack to keep his spot, but his defence is really troubling.
Do you think that's just not being able to read what's going on, or do you think he just...
Well, Kennedy has not been able to read, but Stallone was there in the line and just couldn't make... Some tackles against some guys that weren't a lot bigger than him. It wasn't like, a big front rower comes over, they miss it. Hey, fair enough, he's a small guy.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. But I think it was like, I forget, who's that new guy for the Broncos? The new Billy Walters?
Moser.
Yeah, when he went over, he's not that big.
And Ezra Mann ran over.
Yeah, and Ezra Mann. So their tackles he should make.
And shout out to Tony Staggs. You got the captain for this week. He was leading by example.
Where's
really
that every
strong
week?
runs.
Yeah.
Two
Except for the sin
tries.
bin.
Except for the sin bin.
Except for the sin bin.
But
The
he
sit
stood
bin
up.
was on effort though. Like
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
that was an effort play. It wasn't like it was a brain snap, but he was trying.
The other week when we were down there, friends of ours' son was there, and he's an avid Broncos fan, and he went down after the game. This was the Sharks game. Went down to try and get the attention of some of the players, and Katoni was the only Broncos player to come over and ended up signing. I think he signed his hat or jersey or something.
Oh, great.
So, and we all know he's been having some issues off field, so it's good that he's come out and had a really good.
That was
really
as
strong
close
game.
to like a Justin Hodges game. As you
true.
he was in there. He was
Very
playing.
powerful running. Yeah, it's good. Good to
And
see. And then the last game.
Gee.
Yeah.
Woo! I picked the Seagulls, but I didn't pick this scoreline. That's for sure.
This is
Well, Tom played well. He was on the back of all the sweet plays, and he did really well there. I thought he played good. The young halfback, what was his name? Jamie Humphreys. He did really well. First game of NRL. He's been carving it up.
Did anyone see that try where I think it was like Hopewadi? He caught the ball, and as soon as he caught, he just like passed it.
Yeah.
That was.
I saw the replay of that. I didn't get to see the game this game,
I didn't.
but I saw the replay of that.
But this made a perfect round of tipping for me. So, like.
Good on you, Jetty.
Like, I know I'm pretty good looking, but
that moves you up to second last on the table.
No, I'm actually into third. I'm into third.
I admit, Jed leapfrogged me this week. He went above me.
Well, I got the notification this week saying you tipped poor. I'm like, thank you.
You know what? You're right.
Fuck you.
Where does this leave the Knights? What are we thinking?
Very underwhelming.
They won't make the 8.
No.
Even with Ponga back.
They were missing both their centres.
True.
The Beast and Gagai. They were missing...
That is true.
Arguably their part-time fullback.
They'll still win a few games here and there, but they won't make the finals. It's too close.
Yeah.
Finals this year's too close. Look at the teams vying for that bottom 4 of the 8.
And the bottom 4 of the 8 again has to win 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's hard.
And the bottom 4 of the 8, they're probably the teams that probably can't do it.
Yeah.
So
that's what's so hard to.
Yeah.
May as well quit.
Yeah.
Go to Bali.
Like and 2 of those teams have to be Penrith or Melbourne.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a tough ask. Anyway, that's the end of this last round. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. So I'm going to put the graphic up on the screen now of our predicted ladders before the season started. A few little bit of shockers in there, I guess.
yeah.
Well, Cowboys down the bottom end for you guys. I shouldn't laugh because by the end of the season we could very well still be there. But how the turntables now, hey?
So we all had the Dolphins quite low.
Yes.
Also. And the Dolphins are getting up there.
Bulldogs. Bulldogs, no one.
I don't think anybody tipped the Bulldogs to be in the top 8.
All of you had the Broncos top 3.
Gee, you guys had the Roosters missing the top 8.
What are you doing the Broncos first?
Well, I just thought from last season, I thought that,
Thought.
Yeah.
I thought...
Eels in third, Jed.
I know, that was a shocker.
Warriors, Eels.
Rabbitohs. Oh, Rabbitohs, guys, in fourth.
I think the only one that's realistic about that is Jed and Jason with the Tigers.
Tigers, yeah.
Me with the Tigers. Could, but not the Dragons. Titans probably the most realistic on my ladder.
I would like to
think they'll get
say
into
you
7.
guys didn't have the Sharks in the 8, and I felt that at the time. A bit heartbroken in that.
Heartbroken.
Well, there's
Still 7 rounds to go.
We only have to win 1 game to be in the 8.
Yeah.
The way the math works, so we're there. But I did have the Roosters at 9, so that was a funny one.
Yeah, so there we go. Hindsight, 2020 vision.
Eels at 3.
I'm sorry.
There's still a few weeks.
Yeah, there's still time, boys.
We didn't know Arthur was getting sacked at that stage. That was like 2 weeks before season started. Anyway,
if the Eels finish third from here on out, we'll be doing an AFL podcast
no one,
next year.
no one knew that
No one
Gutho and Moses were going to go out for 10 weeks either.
Actually, here's a random fact for you.
Oh.
So at the gym, we have an AFL tipping comp, right?
Oh.
I have absolutely no idea about AFL.
Yeah.
But I'm running first.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm running
nice.
first. I just tick and I'm like, yep.
Because you got no attachment to it. Like you don't. My mum's the same. She's got like this thing that she tips off, like based on how they've won and lost.
Yeah.
Not based on the Storm's at home. You can't tip the Storm at home. And then you're like, Canberra, far out.
Yeah.
By you.
Ladder. Jed.
All right, in first place we have the Melbourne Storm outright on 32 points, followed by Penrith. Roosters have moved up to third. Yep, and then Sharks are in 4th, followed by
Yes, they
the
are.
Bulldogs and the Dolphins, both on 24 points. Seagulls and then the Cowboys to round out the top 8.
It out.
And then there's a couple of close teams here. Dragons are also on 22. Knights and Raiders are on 20. Warriors, Broncos, Titans and Rabbits all on 18. And then the Eels and Tigers are in 2nd and last place.
So Dragons with the bye this week, so they'll jump up. Cows have to win, otherwise they'll be out.
Yep.
Just quickly, Jason, the top 8 finished on 32 points last year.
There you go.
So you guys still need to win 3 games. 4 games.
No, we've got to buy this weekend.
3 games.
Yeah, so
you still
Sharks
need to win 3 more
Win
games.
2 games. 32. We're on 26.
28.
We're on 28 next week.
Sorry, my
So
bad.
2 more games.
2 more games.
But I'm basing it on the fact that all these teams below the Sharks play each other.
Yeah,
And
but if you look at
multiple
last year's
times.
ladder, Cowboys finished 11th on 30 points.
Yeah.
It was just as close a competition. There were 3 teams on.
Our points differential is pretty good there.
So looking at that top 8, or looking at the competition, do you guys think that there are any teams that are almost overperforming?
The Dolphins for certain.
Dolphins, and I don't want to say the Dogs because their defense has been really good. I criticised them last week, but what are they? The second in the comp for best defense.
Maybe not overperforming, but definitely a surprise.
Yeah. But sorry, you go.
I'd say the Cowboys probably. Oh no, actually, because we only had 1 bye leading into last week. I think we've been very, very hot and cold.
So 5 to 8 to 9 are all on 9 wins.
Yeah. So do you think that the Cowboys deserve to be in the top 8?
Currently, no. If we go on a run and we win our last, we win our last good chunk of, maybe was there 7 games to go, something like that, and we win like 6 from 7, then yeah, we do. Because I think we've got the team to contest. But right now, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Well, like
looking
Jay
at
said-
that, the Rabbits aren't going to make a play.
No.
Rabbits won't. Eels, they're definitely,
Well,
definitely cooked.
like Jason said before, anyone lower than 8, can you see them beating Storm, Panthers, or Roosters? Possibly Roosters, because Roosters are good at throwing a game they should win, but Storm
I can't
have
see
been.
anyone lower than 5th beating those top 3 teams.
See, Storm have been leaking a bit of points per game.
Storm, Panthers, and Roosters. Out of the rest of the competition, who can beat those teams?
And they've all got players that can go up a gear too. Like,
Yeah.
and remember, Storm don't have Munster.
And Harry Grant's been average this year.
Yeah, we hasn't played the last month.
Yeah.
Pappy's been out for most of the season.
So and Cleary's been out
How
for the
were they
Panthers.
first?
And Cleary's been out for the Panthers pretty much all year.
They've lost 3 games.
Well, yeah, like if you not that we condone betting, but like just looking at the odds there, like all teams are in the top 3 are paying $3-4, and then outside of that it goes up to $15. So I think that sort of proves.
I don't see anyone other than the Storm or Panthers winning the comp.
Yeah.
Even as good as the Roosters are, I don't see the Roosters
Imagine
beating
a 4-peat.
both those teams.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I actually heard a interesting conspiracy theory over the weekend.
Yeah.
The theory is that because Penrith plays so good when Cleary's there or not, that they've just been resting him for 2-3 months because he's
The
married.
last 3 years.
Yeah, because he's going out with Mary Fowler from the Matildas. She's living in the UK. Have the middle of the year off, Nath. You're good. Come back in towards the end. Win us the premiership.
I don't think you're as
Part-time.
far off the mark as what we might be thinking, because I don't think they're intentionally going, hey mate, just have some time.
Maybe
I
he
think
didn't
they're
get
going,
injured, but they might be giving him more weeks
mate, this
than
is
he
a
needed.
4-week injury. We're going to give you
Because there's no
7
rule that
weeks.
says they have to play him.
No.
You don't have to play.
And if you're winning,
And if you're winning, so I literally think I think you're right in the sense that it's a 4-week injury and they've said, mate, take 7 weeks so that you come back and you're good.
come back the last 6 weeks, get some good game time in you.
And look at them.
See, because
And do you know where it really helped was when Luai got injured last year and they brought in Cogger, who had a heap amount of games. And stood up and
bolstering
and
their depth.
played really well.
Well,
because
look
you look at Munster, right? They rushed him back.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready to come back, and then he re-aggravated his groin, and now he's out until probably the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then Pappenhausen, same thing. Did they rush him back those last couple of times? Although his injuries were different each time.
Different injuries,
And just on Cogger, look at his performance in the grand final. When he came on, the whole game shifted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
If
they're
he doesn't
doing,
play, they
what
don't
they're
win.
doing with Jack Cole at the moment, the Panthers, is
Yeah.
them maybe going, hey, if we need you, come in one of these finals games.
Interesting.
I mean, whether
Smart.
they pick
So
him,
smart.
Giving him the game, so he's not going to be at least overawed in the team.
yeah.
How good is it though to have that ability and that depth to be able to say take some extra time off? Don't rush
that's
back,
the thing.
we've got
Like
it.
he's not. They don't. He's an untried player. It's not even depth. Like this is his first year.
Yeah.
Cogger.
Cole.
Cole.
It was
No, I was still
Cogger's
talking about
first year.
Cleary.
The year before, it was Sullivan's the year before
Yeah.
that.
No, I was still talking about Cleary.
Cleary, yeah.
How good is it to have that?
Yeah.
He can just.
So-
the team still wins whether he's there or not.
Yeah, that's defence.
So
That's what
save
you
the
need.
clutches. So he's saving up his clutch. It's like a cat
Yeah.
with 9 lives. He's got 9 clutches for the year. So the less games he plays, the less clutches he uses up.
Ooh,
There you go.
I would say too, looking at the home and away record there hasn't been many, apart from the Bulldogs who have gone 8-0 this season, but they're 1-7 away. So that's a bit concerning for the Dogs. If they're only 1-7 away, that could be their Achilles heel. Apart from the Storm 8-1 and the Dogs 8-0, everyone else is kind of like they haven't had. No one's really had a fortress this year, have they? Like the Broncos are 4-5.
Oh yeah. I've never really looked at that before.
Well, it makes a difference. Like
Yeah.
you know, like home, playing at home is always meant to be that leg up.
Home away. What is that saying? 8. Oh, at home they've won 8,
You've
lost
won
1.
8, lost 1. Yeah.
Away they've won 5. Yeah, okay.
So look at the Dogs' record for away. They've won 1 away, lost 7. So
Yeah.
come to
Yeah.
finals, that's why I don't think they'll be.
Yeah.
Whereas you look at these guys, Storms, 1 more. Panthers, you know.
Cowboys have won more
Roosters.
away.
The Roosters Sharks are
Sharks.
identical. Look at that, Jed.
Ah.
Closer than we thought.
Well, the
Same points,
Shark
same
Park used to be
identity.
a fortress.
Roosters scored 100
6-3's
more
all right.
Yeah, true.
That one of those was the Panthers.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And if we look at the top, they've beaten everyone. And one was the Dolphins. That was
Yeah.
We won't talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
that.
Anyway.
There you go.
Anyway, so
There
that's
we go.
later. We're going to take another quick break and then we'll be right back.
Yep. See you guys.
Righto, and we're back.
all right.
Any day's Tuesday.
Hey.
Except for today.
And this round kicks off on Friday night. Raiders at home versus the Warriors. What do we reckon, guys?
Oh, I think I'll tip the Warriors.
You know how I don't tip against the Dragons?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
decided I don't tip for the Raiders.
Okay, so you're going Warriors.
I'm going Warriors.
Matt?
Oh, this is a...
Their home ground used to be amazing. Now they're 4-4. And I think the Warriors are going on a
you can't go off that, though. Four wins and 4
Yeah.
losses at home.
I'm
That
saying
makes it a
they're
bit
just
hard.
not that great. So I'm going for the
Yeah.
Warriors.
I'll go
Yeah.
Raiders.
You go right.
Ricky's Raiders, they'll bounce back.
I don't know, I'm thinking
Yeah.
Warriors.
You watch.
Look, I'm just gonna flip a coin. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Flip a coin. Warriors for that one. First game on the Saturday.
Jeez, that'll be exciting.
Rabbitohs, West Tigers.
You want to go?
Can the,
We play every game in our house. Except for this one.
Can the
It'll be-
Rabbitohs continue?
Rabbitohs.
It'll still be on, don't
Rabbitohs
worry.
got to do it, but they got to
Rabbits
find
will
someone to
win,
kick
but
goals.
I won't be watching it.
Rabbits will get it.
Look, 3 o'clock. I'll watch it.
Tigers for the upset.
Ooh!
They'll come out after getting blasted.
If they're gonna do an upset, it's probably this game.
Yeah.
There's an
a
opportunity there.
Did
Boston.
did Appy get any repercussions from his
No,
sin bin? He didn't get put on.
No,
No,
a
but
bin.
didn't you say he's out for 2 weeks?
he's done his calf though,
Oh.
so he'll
No,
be out.
happy. Oh my god.
He'll be out
Rabbitohs.
this week for sure.
Yeah. If not happy yet, I can't.
I just go. NRL physio said probably 2 weeks. That's what I'm
Right.
going
Yeah.
off. But they haven't said anything. The Tigers.
Yeah, Rabbitohs for the win for that one. I'm thinking Saturday afternoon, mid-afternoon, late afternoon. Knights, Broncos.
Has to be the Broncos. I said this last week, but they can't lose another game.
They have to
Well,
win.
They have to win.
Is Kevy going to play his Origin players
He said it's going to be, this is
based on
So-
stats?
Science, yeah.
Science.
And I said when I heard that today, I said, well, here's some science for you. If you lose this game, you're not playing finals. How's that for science?
I think that's maths.
Play your best.
maths.
It's science too. Play your best players, mate. You have to win this game. What are you talking about stats and science? Play your best. You got it.
If they get injured, you're not making finals anyway.
Exactly.
So you've got to give them a go.
Get them out there, Kev.
I think in Newcastle, I might go the Knights with all their players back too.
Is Callan playing, or is he back? Will he be back this week?
Playing Origin.
I reckon he'll be back.
If he doesn't get taken out.
Yeah.
What's the Knights? So Knights are 4-4 at home and 4-5 away. So
I'm tempted to tip Newcastle.
what's
I don't know.
the Donkeys? They're 4-5 at home and 3-5. So they've got a bigger chance of losing.
Both teams led in a lot of points last weekend.
I'll go Bronx.
I think the Broncos, they have to win. They're going to be fired up. If all the Origin stars will probably be back.
Yeah.
They're not going to risk it.
I think the Knights with Gagai and
Bradman.
the Beast
Sack
in the
Kev.
centres.
If he doesn't put all his Origin players in, sack Kevy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't rate him as a coach.
It's divided the bench, everybody.
We're divided. All right.
All right, game of the round.
Yes.
Fire up, boys!
Be a game.
Storm,
7:35
Roosters.
at Amy Park.
Roosters do really well against Storm at home.
I think I'm going to go to Roosters.
I'm going to go to Roosters
In my
too.
sieve memory, I'm thinking
yeah, I
Roosters.
think Roosters.
JWH is out though.
Less affected by Origin, less affected by injuries.
Yeah, not really affected much at all.
Sam Walker just keeps going level to level.
Yeah, Roosters.
Teddy is in some form.
Who you going, Joe?
Yep. I will tip Roosters,
All right,
but
Chookies.
that's only because they're my boys.
Obviously, this is all subject to the teams and who backs up from Origin in terms of my tips.
Take it with a
Do you
grain
want
of
to fly
salt.
down, Carl?
Sure. Yeah, no worries. Who's going to look after the kids?
Melbourne.
Colby.
It'd be Carl.
Oh, Carl.
Take the jumper. All right, next game. This will be a real test for
this will be a good
the Dolphins.
I also think it'll be a real
Versus
test
Panthers.
for Penrith.
Well, they have to show that they can beat the Dolphins. Dolphins
I
have to
feel
show
like
they
this
can
is the
beat
first
Penrith.
game Dolphins have played at Penrith.
Could be. They play a lot of
Yeah,
games
that's
in
not a
Brisbane.
bad
Yeah.
call. Good.
It's in Penrith. It depends if
Penrith.
their Origin players back up.
I don't think it matters.
Penrith.
I don't think Penrith will be that good at
But
home.
like,
It's this time of year, Jace.
Although the Cows did beat them
I think he
3 weeks
might.
ago.
I think he might
Depleted.
rest them. It depends how much Yo
Yeah.
plays in Origin, but
yeah, I'm gonna wait till.
see.
All right,
yeah.
Jace's top tips.
Nah, look at the end of the day,
Isn't Cleary back?
Penrith, Cleary's back,
Oh,
and
Penrith.
and Penrith aren't going to let
Can I say it again?
Penrith.
Penrith.
Who are you
Penrith
tipping?
aren't going to let the Dolphins front rower.
Penrith.
What was his name?
Penrith.
Fousey.
The boxer.
Which one?
Penrith.
Tavita.
Tavita.
Shutting up.
Leona and Fisher Harris are going to give it to.
Oh, that'd be a
Oh,
good
yeah.
matchup.
Oh.
Good
I think there
call,
might
Jace,
be a
good
few
call.
punches thrown in this game.
No, nah, there's no Lenu anymore.
Yeah.
He was
All right.
Oh, there's
Sunday
another
night.
game.
This could be an absolute cracker.
There
What
could be
game is it?
1,000 points scored
The
in this.
Seagulls versus the Titans.
Titans on
At 4 Points Park.
Park.
Yep.
I'm going to go
Manly.
Oh,
the Turbo Sea Eagles.
Oh, I haven't
I
tipped
think this could be-
Titans in a while, and they keep winning.
4 in a row though.
Tip them.
I don't know if they can do
No.
4 in a row. Although everyone's back now except
there is
Tino.
not a team that is so dependent on one player as the Seagulls. They are so turbo dependent.
and Cherry Evans.
Cherry Evans too. He's clutch.
Sherry Evans is a good NRL player,
Yeah.
but I think Turbo. Yes, Cherry Evans has won some games, but not enough. Turbo is key.
Did Turbo play wing or
Fullback.
centre?
Played fullback.
They played
Because
fullback.
Kohler got injured,
Ah.
so they're like,
So
"Oh,
it'll
just
be-
joking. He's playing fullback again."
So last time we played Manly,
Mm.
we lost due to
Oh, controversy.
Controversy. But we've got AJ who will most likely be at fullback against Turbo.
Mm.
AJ's what probably 5'10".
Mm.
Turbo's like
And
7'2".
he's going to out-jump him.
And AJ out-jumped Turbo and scored that wonderful try. Look it up. It was a great try.
Yeah.
That's a great matchup right there.
Yeah.
You know, and Kinney off the bench again, most likely. JC in the centres.
Mm.
You know, young JC versus old DCE.
Mm.
Yep.
Oh,
Foreign
come
beat
on.
DCE.
Foreign as well.
Foreign,
Yeah.
both
Next
Manly
teammates.
boys. And Desi going back.
It's
He'd
the
want to
2011
win.
Grand Final Cup.
Oh.
Yep.
What?
2011. I don't know the times.
Did we get the final?
No, Foreign and
Oh,
Terry
I was going to say.
together.
I don't think the times have ever been
I left that for so long waiting for the penny to go ding.
Yeah,
But
it
it was quite
He got stuck on the way down. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
good game.
Desi and Manly, I think they've been through the court system because
Yeah.
they didn't pay out
Maybe
his
he won't be
contract.
allowed in the stadium.
He won't be allowed in the stadium.
Interesting.
Check you.
Look,
the door.
Cool.
Manly
Yeah.
on paper, I'm hoping the Titans will win.
I'll
Man-
probably tip Manly. I
Manly
think.
at home. Sorry.
I'll tip Manly,
Sorry,
but I'll
mate.
definitely be going for the Titans.
All right, game of the
no.
afternoon.
Oh.
Cowboys versus Bulldogs.
Um,
Cows have to win, keep their finals hopes
I'll probably
alive.
tip the doggies.
Doggies have got great defence. Cowboys not so much.
Yeah. What are you thinking? Carl?
Oh, look, what frustrates me about the Cowboys is this is one of those games we should win, and they're the games that we don't win.
Yeah.
We on paper, if you look at our squad compared to theirs, we should roll them. But these are the games that we haven't been, and so, look, I know we're in eighth, but we still got to buy up our sleeve, and we still got a positive win. Yeah, we've got a positive win-loss ratio. The Dogs aren't great away from home. I will tip the Cows, but again, these are the games we should win.
I'm worried about the Bulldogs have such good defence and the Cowboys rely on their attack so much. It's not like they're defending to win
But
games.
the
They
Dogs'
just want to outscore
attack
people.
is dependent on a Burton bomb.
Or Crichton.
Yeah, which I think will happen.
Well, the Dogs have been winning because of Burton's bomb.
Burton's bomb.
Yeah.
Like we said the other week,
Yeah.
they've been.
Yeah.
Which game was it? Where they were only getting like 30 metres, but
That was the Sharks game,
game.
and then the Warriors game the
Yeah,
next week.
and
the
because
same.
Burton was bombing
Yeah.
like 100 metres.
But if you look at our defence recently, it's been a lot better.
A lot
If you've
better.
actually watched our games, we haven't been conceding the easy tries that we were at the start of the
Yeah,
season.
okay.
Our goal, well, look at the Penrith game.
Yeah,
We repelled them for, I think they had 45 tackles in our 20 and they scored once.
Yeah.
Albeit against not a full strength Penrith, but we weren't full strength either. So our defence has actually been a lot better. If you get the stats and break them up over first half and last half of the year, we've been a lot better. I'm hoping that stays there. But
Yeah.
again, I'm not confident at all because these are the games that we don't win.
So does the ball float higher when you go up north?
Sure.
Yeah.
less
there's
gravity.
less
Yeah. Altitude.
No.
Is that how it works?
yes, less altitude is less oxygen.
To summarise,
Yep.
Cows.
Cows.
Dogs.
Ooh!
Yep.
I love
Split
it.
down the middle there.
Love it. Bring it on.
Go the doggies.
All right. Final thoughts. Rugby league.
Is the greatest game of all.
Yeah.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Close the can.
Anyway, that's it for another week.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you tuning in each and every week. If it's your first week, welcome.
Yep, welcome.
Hopefully, we've earned your subscription today.
If you stayed this long,
If
us
you
a
stay this
subscribe.
long, you do yourself a favour. Hit that subscribe button. All you guys that watch us every week, hit the like, share. Jed
Yeah.
shared it this week on Facebook.
I did too.
It was like 2 days later, but he still shared it. So. But that's all right. It's all good. We're moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
And thanks, Callan, for joining us again.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We might have to make this a regular inclusion.
I think that's what the contract said,
Yeah,
yeah.
timing. Did you get your check yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
sweet.
Where's my check?
Oh, you talk about
Upstairs.
that.
you know we won't.
There it is.
we paid Jed in 10.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. See you guys. Have
see
a
you.
great life.
And we're done.
Stolen.